Hello everyone, welcome back to online English class. This is level 2, lesson 17. Remember, in lesson 16 there were no videos because there was a holiday. So now we move on to lesson 17. This is part 1. In this video, we're going to do the warm-up, finish unit 9, and then start unit 10, lesson A. You are probably watching this video between June 1st and June 14th. This video was filmed on May 29th, 2020. So let's start with the warm-up. The day is Friday. Today is Friday. The date is May 29th, 2020. So the month is May, the date is the 29th, and the year is 2020. The weather, let's look at the weather. So you can just type weather into Google and it gives you the weather. So right now it is Friday at 6 p.m. So 6 in the evening. It is partly cloudy. The temperature right now is 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And oh, they changed this a little. Okay. So at the bottom, we have the daily forecast. So we have the forecast for every day of the week. I want to look at the temperature range. So we have two numbers here, 80 and 64. So the low temperature is 64 and the high temperature is 80. So we know that the temperature today is between 64 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And right now the temperature is 80, so it's the high temperature right now. It's hot right now. Let's look at the weather forecast for the rest of the day. So right now it is 6 p.m. So 6 p.m. is right here. It is 80 degrees. We have 10 p.m. At 10 p.m. it is a little cooler because it is 73 degrees. That is, it is a little cooler. Okay? And tonight, between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. tonight, it's around 66 degrees. So this is the coolest part of the day, between 4 a.m. and 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. This is the coolest part of the day, the coldest part of the day. Let's see. So we know that today is partly cloudy, but will it rain? So over here on the right, we have the word precipitation. Precipitation is another word for rain. So let me just get some paper and we can write precipitation. So right here it says precipitation is 15 degrees. Okay, so when we look at the weather, the word precipitation that's the letter A. Precipitation. 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 Precipitation means rain, snow, hail. So precipitation is any water that comes down from the sky. Precipitation is any kind of water that comes from the sky. Usually precipitation is rain. Sometimes it's snow or hail. But here, because it's summer, or almost summer, it's almost June, I think the water from the sky is probably rain. So, precipitation Precipitation is chance of rain. What is the chance of rain? Do you think it will rain today? Let's see. The precipitation is 15%. So the precipitation right now is 15%. So if we have 0%, that means no rain. And if we have 100%, that means a lot of rain. 0%, no rain. 100%, a lot of rain. Well, the precipitation or the chance of rain right now is 15%. So that means it probably will not rain today. It probably will not rain today because the chance of rain or the precipitation is only 15%. It probably will not rain. The short way of writing will not is won't. It probably won't rain today. So let's finish the warm-up. So the weather is partly cloudy. There is a 15% chance of rain, which means it probably won't rain. I don't think it will rain today because there is only a 15% chance of rain, or a 15% precipitation, 15% chance of precipitation. Today, the low temperature is 64 degrees and the high temperature is 80 degrees. So today, the temperature range is from 64 to 80 degrees. Right now, the temperature is 80 degrees. I'm going to say it feels hot. But also, I want to say it feels humid. Now, what does humidity mean? Let me write the word for you. Humid. 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 Humid means water in the air. So there's a lot of water in the air. It's humid. So when I say water in the air, I don't mean rain, snow, or hail. I mean just a little bit of water. So like fog or just wet air. So when you take a hot shower, when you're in the bathroom and you take a hot shower, the air in the bathroom becomes very humid. There's a lot of water in the air. The air in the bathroom is humid after you shower. So after you take a shower, the air in the bathroom is humid. So humidity, the humid is on a scale of 0% to 100%. What it means is 0 is dry and 100 is very wet. So if the humidity is at 67%, we can say it is humid today. So I'm going to write, it feels humid. Okay, So let's open up our student book to page 152. Page 152. So on page 152, it looks like we have a, does that help? Yeah, that's better, okay. On page 152, it looks like we have an article. The title of the article. An article is a story in the newspaper. Article. The letter R, T, Article. 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 An article is a story in the newspaper. So this is a story in the newspaper. The name of the article is Common Complaints of Tenants and Managers. So it looks like this story is about common problems for people who rent apartments and the managers. Well, let's read it. Tenants have many complaints about apartment managers. Apartment managers also have complaints. This chart identifies the 4 most common complaints from tenants and managers. Okay, so managers. Managers are the people who manage the property. They manage the house or the apartment complex. So what is their job? What is the job of a manager? They fix problems. They make sure everything is working. They collect rent. So let's see. This chart identifies the 4 most common complaints. This means these complaints are, it means these complaints are very, very common. There's a lot of these complaints from tenants and managers. So on the left side, we have complaints from tenants. On the right side, we have complaints from managers. So let's look at the left side first. Tenants. Managers don't make repairs. So the tenants say, managers are not fixing things. Other tenants make too much noise. Managers don't eliminate pests. Managers don't refund security deposits when tenants move out. Let's look at this one first. Managers don't eliminate pests. Start with the word eliminate. Eliminate. Min, and then the number 8. Eliminate. 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 What does this mean? It means to kill. Eliminate. Eliminate means to kill. It's a verb. Article is a noun. So an article is a noun. An article is a thing. Eliminate is a verb. It's an action. Eliminate means to kill. Pest. Pest is a noun. What does pest mean? Pests are animals. But specifically, these pests are animals like bugs, insects, so ants, spiders, bees, flies, mosquitoes. These are bugs, rats or mice, snakes. So pests are animals that cause problems in the house. the kind of animals we don't want in a house. These are called pests. So if we have one, we say pest. But if we have more than one, we say pests, pests. It sounds like pests and then one more S. Pests. Pest, pests. So the complaints are managers don't eliminate pests, which means managers are not killing the animals that cause problems. So bugs, rats, mice, snakes. Managers don't refund security deposits when tenants move out. Let's start with refund. Refund. Refund is a noun and a verb. You can use the word refund as a noun or a verb. What does it mean? It means give back money. Refund means to give back money. So if you go to the store and you buy shoes and you don't like the shoes, you can get a refund. You go give back the shoes and you get back your money. It's a refund. Move out. Move out means to go live somewhere else. Go live in a different place. Move out. You go live in a different place. Okay, and now security deposit. A security deposit is a noun. Security. 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 Deposit. Deposit. Security deposit. Security deposit. What is a security deposit? Well, when you move in, okay, so move out means you go live somewhere else. Move in means you go live here. So if you move into my house, you want to live in my house. If you move out of my house, you want to live somewhere else. You want to live in a different place. So when you move in, you pay a security deposit. When you move in, you pay a security deposit. A security deposit is money to fix things you break. A security deposit is money to fix things you break. So, if I move into an apartment and the security deposit is $500, okay? So the security deposit is $500, and I set the oven on fire. I burn cookies in the oven, and now the oven is broken. Well, this $500 is used to pay for fixing the oven. So when I move out, I don't have the money anymore because I broke the oven. But if I move out and everything is perfect, nothing is broken, everything is clean, everything is good, then I get this money back. I get the refund on the security deposit. If everything is good in the apartment when I move out, I get my money back. If something is broken, if something is dirty, then they take a little bit of money and I get maybe $450 or less money, or no money if I burn the oven because that's expensive. But the money I get back is based on how clean or how good the apartment is. So managers don't refund security deposits when tenants move out. This is a big complaint for tenants. Let's look at the managers. Tenants don't take care of apartments. Okay, what does take care mean? Take care means you keep it in good condition. You clean it, you check for pests, you check for bugs, you don't spill anything, you don't break anything, you take good care of it. Another complaint for managers is tenants don't pay rent on time. Maybe they're late on paying rent. So the managers complain that tenants don't pay rent on time. They're always late. Tenants allow other people to live in the apartment without permission. So when the people who rent the apartment move in, they say, okay, so we have 2 people who live in this apartment. And then maybe they have someone else they move in without permission. So that person is not paying rent. Or tenants move out without paying the final month's rent. So maybe some people, they move out and they forget to pay for the last month of rent. So these are the problems, these are the complaints of managers, and these are the complaints of tenants. Now let's look at this picture here. This is a picture of a document and some keys. But what is this document? This document is called a lease. 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 A lease is a document for renting. A lease is a document for renting an apartment. So this document says this person is renting the apartment and the manager's name or the landlord's name is this person. It's a document for renting. It's called a lease. So now I want you to answer these questions, and on the next page also answer these questions.